Thank you, Tom. Today, some of you will head to the polls to vote in your local election. There are nearly 40 races across West Michigan, and topping the ballot, millages and school bonds.
We've told you over the last week about the big ones. The proposal in Kentwood has the highest price tag at $192 million. It would cover the cost to remodel school buildings and add equipment.
Allegan Public School officials want you to approve an $88 million bond. Among the new improvements, a new elementary school.
Holland Public School leaders are asking for a bond of nearly $75 million for upgrades in the current buildings. They would also buy new buses.
And in Zeeland, voters will decide on a $75 million proposal to upgrade their school buildings. Two of those school bond proposals will impact voters in Ottawa County. And we spoke with the county clerk there ahead of today's election.
Brittany Flowers is here in the studio now with what he says you can expect. Brittany.
Teresa and Casey, well, if people plan to head to the polls today, Ottawa County Clerk Justin Roebuck says things will look similar to November in terms of COVID protocols. Volunteers will be wearing masks and there will be hand sanitizer and social distancing. Roebuck says they usually see the highest turnout during these smaller elections among people on their permanent absentee voter list, a list which doubled during the November election. So before today, about 25,000 people in Ottawa County got their ballot, and 75% of those people already returned it. Roebuck says while it's a smaller ballot, it's still important to exercise your right to vote.
I frequently say that sometimes these smaller elections, the ones that aren't quite as widely circulated and talked about, are really some of the most important things happening in our communities, right? School systems, obviously, very critical aspect if you have kids, but even if you don't, it affects your community, affects property values in your community, and so many other aspects.
The polls open in just a couple hours at 7 a.m. They'll be open until 8, and you can take advantage of same-day registration at your local city or township clerk's office until the polls close tonight. Live in studio, Brittany Flowers, News 8.
Thank you, Brittany, and everything you need to know about what's on your ballot is on our website right now. You can find that under our Elections tab. That's where you'll also be able to find the results tonight. We are your local election headquarters.